Hello friends, my name is Renuka. Welcome to my channel. And today it's a series of Easter card and one kit and 10 and more cards. And in this we are making one pop-up card today. I just want to don't add much cards in the same video because we are making this special card. So here I am using Lawn Fawn's pop-up dies, and I just put these dies on the paper and I cut out all of them, and I'll use the Sharpie, the permanent marker, to kind of giving numbers to them. This time I'm using these dies kind of first time, so I just want to make sure that I'll show the procedure that how I am storing them, and it is really easy that you have that how they score and which side you have to put them on the card when you are doing card. So this is not for only this card, it will help me in future too. And if you want to see my DIY card, pop-up card, I will link that card at the end of the video. So if you don't have this dies, still you can make this kind of card just by cutting. So I decided to put all the numbers to small and large dies, and then I will put this paper inside the same package which came with the die. So I went ahead and stamped the bunny from the kit, and now I'm using here a craft A2 size card base, and it's it's a top folding, but it's in a landscape. Now I want some same cardstock inside to make the pop-up card, but I just decided to make little bit smaller. In this way you can easily fit that inside, and the same way it will give a beautiful border all around. Now for the front of this card I'm using the same yellow paper, so it kind of matching the whole theme, and I just measure that and just put upside down that card, and then I will cut the back side also. Now here I'm using the same dies and seeing that what kind of look I want, and after that I love to use two washi tapes, otherwise this kind of moving around and you didn't get the proper cuts. So for the front of my panel here I'm just tracing the front and cutting that. You can cut that directly measuring also, but sometimes while folding the card is little bit eccentric, so I do that way. And then this kit also came with the stencil, and I decided to use that stencil, but not as the whole, but the part of it. So I'm using red and green color with the distress ink, and I already put the 4 colors panels, the small panel, and I will also use that. I will post the exact colors on my blog so you can see what exact colors I use. And then I'm kind of creating a half heart shape there, so now you can see it's just little bit of that. And then I'm using the Lawn Fawn's dies here. First of all, I see that I can do for all the 4 sides, but later on I did just for the 2 sides. And then I'm just reinforcing those die cuts for the inside. Here is a quick look how I color the bunny. I'm used the Spectrum Nori markers for that, and I'm using the double P1 color for the pink, and I will use IG1 and IG2 for shading, and then I'll use a little bit of blender to just blend the things all around. So it's a really simple coloring. I didn't do anything fancy. I really like the white bunny, but I just want to some kind of dimension to it, so that's why I'm adding these colors. We're gonna need 2 bunnies, one for outside and one for inside. Then after coloring them I just fuzzy cut out them. These images are quite big, so easy to color and easy to cut. Nothing fancy you have to do. You can add the shimmer at the end if you want to. I think I didn't do that here, and I just put them aside little bit for I think drying, and I'm here using the colorless blender to just get more dimension and kind of blending those color all together. Whenever I'm coloring I didn't added that or just skip that process, so sometimes it's nothing to talk much, but you can see, and by observing you can see that how I'm coloring, maybe it helps you. Now I'll just cut out those bunnies, and this is the front panel. So I'm kind of seeing here how I want the look of the card, and I will place the whole panel here. I'm not using any double-sided tape or fun foam here. I'll just cut out the excess, and then inside this will look like this. Just remember one thing, whenever you are making pop-up card, just don't adhere everything first inside. Just see. So now for the outside, if you use this salmon dye, you can put the sentiment that some bunny loves you if you have heart in background, and you can use, I'm just showing you the different option. You can see the happy Easter, or there are endless options you can use with those dyes. And there are small hearts also. I'm planning to use those also. So I'm using the same color which I use for the stencil here, and I think it's a cayenne apple. And I put those small hearts, those like going from one side to another. And this white sentiment, if you watch my first video, you know that I already stamp and emboss all the sentiments and bunnies at a one time. It saved little bit time for me, and then I decided to add this sentiment which is just accomplish the full sentiment, and it's in a black. So sorry, my head is between, but I just want to line up everything. And then after that I use this lawn fawn hillside borders and cut out the two pieces from the pattern paper which came in a kit, as well as those flowers which came in a kit. Now I just adhere that on the cutouts and just make sure that it will fold nicely. You can use your dies and cut those again, but I just prefer to use my scissors. Sharp scissors and small scissors will do your work here, and I'm just cutting and snipping off on the same lines, and it won't be any kind of problem. And after that I just decided to put that border, kind of flowery border, on the hillside of that. Again, there are any number of options that how you can make. If you have the salmon's hillside borders, you can use those. You can use the pair of trees there. For tree dyes, you can use salmon's or MFTs or lawn fawns, means whatever combination you like. Now I'm just showcasing here how to make the pop-up die, but you can make this card at any occasion by just changing the little bit of colors and patterns here, and the same time you can do this all the technique in only a white watercolor card, and then you can color everything, or you can distress everything. So that would be a really nice card. When I'm making this card, I'm kind of get an idea that I will do that in the future. So now I'm here just paper piecing those flowers, and at the end I will color some of these flowers also. I'm using a little bit of glossy accent to put the inside of those flowers. And then I die cut out this U sentiment, and it is from Simon's release, and it having the matching stamps also with it. I first of all make it in yellow, make it double, and kind of putting all the glue all around to make everything look nice and secure, and just placing glue where I want to. And you can see that I'm just cutting off the excess. I'm not measuring anything. That will help me to do exact things. And then I thought that this U is kind of missing something, so I'll color that afterwards. So I just decided to put that bunny, and I want another sentiment to put with the U. So it's like you are pretty amazing sentiment, and I didn't use this stamp before, so I'm kind of conditioning it by stamping several times by using ink. You can do the same thing by using first Versafine and then use the normal ink, whatever you want to. Then I add little bit of orange color on the upper side and little bit of green color on the bottom side. These colors doesn't matter that which color you are using, it just add little bit of accent to it. But if you are doing the watercolor card or watercolor paper, or if your card is total white, then that really makes sense. So I'm just coloring this U with the alcohol marker, and it's like CR8, and I just color that because I just want to that little bit stand out, and the same time I don't want this hue in a black color because then it will become more prominent. It will not look that nice, or maybe I didn't like that look, you can say. And then I'll put this behind that hill. Now you can see that everything is matched so perfectly here. And then I just cut out the small strip to put that strip on the bottom of the green heel, because you can see that the hole there, the circular hole, and just I fold it out, but I should cut that. I should not fold it out. And then I'll put that bunny again. And after that I'm just doing some small things like there is one hole upside, so I just put there pattern paper, and then using this spectrum nori markers to color those flowers, or whichever color you like. And there is nothing fancy coloring here. And then I just add the glue runner tape behind that, and I'm kind of matching where it folds. And then I'm just seeing and pressing everything. Just you should remember that you should not put any adhesive behind those pop-up dies. And for this I make this envelope, and I just put the white I use the white color box ink, that is the pigment ink. And here I'm showing that it's not that bulky, you can easily fit that in the card. And I just color them with the spectrum aqua marker. And these are the looks that how that look. And I hope you enjoyed today's project, you got some kind of inspiration today. So I hope you liked today's project. So until the next crafty project, have a crafty life. Bye bye.